What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. It's your boy.
Kids! Patricia! Honey, can you be quiet? I'm just trying to do something.
In today's video, I was like, what could we do today? What could we do? And I was watching a lot of tier list videos, and I was like, I don't think anybody's made a Dungeon Quest one. So I gathered up all legendaries in the game. I think this is all legendaries in the game. If I have missed a legendary, I deeply apologize, but I'm pretty sure I got all of them. I'm pretty sure I got all legendaries in Dungeon Quest. And we're gonna rate them, so you guys can know how much I like these legendaries, how much I don't like these legendaries. We could talk about which ones are good, which ones are bad. And I do want to say before anything that these are just my opinion, so please don't get mad. Please don't. No starting fights, okay? This is just my personal opinion on what I think is the best legendaries. And if you'd like to make your own tier list, I will leave the URL down in the description if you guys want to go try it out for yourself. Maybe we can kind of make a community thing and see, you know, what people's opinions are. Anyways, if you like this video, make sure to leave a like as well as subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. And without further ado, here are all the weapons. So I don't remember all the names, so please do not roast me for not knowing these names. My memory is so bad. But I think we're gonna start with D. I'm gonna put stuff in D and I'll work my way up. Or I might just go through these ones. Yeah, we'll just go through that. I've never done this before, so I'm a little all over the place. So starting off with the first one, we have Beastmaster War or Spell Scythe, I think is this one, because I think the green is the war. I personally actually like it more than the green. I think it's just because I like red. But I think these two legendaries are like super bomb. These are in King's Castle for people that are wondering. I think it's an A tier. This is a pretty good legendary. I think this one looks super pretty. Like it's just a really nice looking scythe. Like if you're trying to look edgy, you know, I would say it's almost S tier. Now onto the War Scythe. I was actually kind of disappointed with this one when it first came out, only due to the fact that it was green, because you can't mix and match a lot of armors to make it look good. So I'm going to put it into B tier, but I do think it's kind of worth A. If there was more tiers, I think I might shove this up. Like if there was like an S plus, I think this would be an S and this one would be an A. But I think for now, I'm just going to keep it in B. I might switch this around later, but yeah. Next we got the Desert Temple legendary. Now we're shoving this one in D tier. I'm sorry, but it doesn't look good. It looks wonky. The two blades just don't match. I don't know. I just don't really like it. It's also just a bland color, which is understandable. It is a first tier legendary, but I'm keeping her in D tier. I'm sorry, man. Okay, we actually have, okay, this one's an interesting one. The bio drills. The bio drills from boss raids. This one was like a surprise, man. These ones came out of the blue, out of nowhere. They're kind of like gauntlets, but they're drills. I think it does look nice. Again, it's with the green, but you can match a lot of things in boss raids with them. So I think I'm going to shove these ones also in B tier. It's funny, we're going to put all the green stuff in B tier. But no, I think they're nice, but for legendary wise, they're not super duper flashy other than the fact that they kind of glow up. But yeah, that's completely fine. All right, next we have these. I forget what these are called. I think these are also boss raids. I've never used these. I'll be quite frank with you. I have these legendaries, but I've never personally used these. So I don't exactly remember what they look like in game. So I think I'm just going to kind of shove them. From picture wise, they do look pretty nice. So we're just going to shove that one in B tier. I know I'm probably going to shove a lot in B tier, but listen, man, it happens. Next is the Phoenix daggers, I think is what these ones are called. Now, dude, the Phoenix daggers, the Phoenix stuff looks so good. I think it's just because like it's the red and the pink, and they just look super cool. The design, yo, it's like a bird, man.
I'm a bird.
So we're gonna shove that in A tier. That's extremely worth A tier. That is super good. And hey man, if you don't agree, I apologize. All right, now we have the two Orbital Outpost legendaries. So personally, I don't know. I did like the dual galactic blades because they were kind of like lightsabers if you think about it. So I'm going to shove that in A, and I think also the pike is A. These were probably one of the cleaner legendaries, at least the pike was in my opinion. I think it was a very nice designed pike. The dual galactic blades is only an A tier because they look like dual lightsabers, man. How can you not like those? Next is this staff. I forget what this one's called. Again, I never really used this legendary, but I'm gonna shove it into C tier because I wasn't a fan of this one. This kind of staff was wonky. It didn't really match. I don't know. Maybe I just don't like it, but I just don't. And next is the staff from Boss Rage, which has like the Electricity. Holy, I couldn't speak. This one's D tier. I apologize for anybody who likes this legendary, but this one looks poo-poo. Dog water is what this one looks like. It's just a circle with electricity on it. I don't know. I wish they did more with it, but you know, it's the best thing we got. Okay, so now we have the two Inventor blades. We have the Spell Blade as well as the Warrior one. I don't remember what these ones are called. I just remember that they are the Inventors from Canals. Dude, this sword looks awesome. The orange one, and then the green one I'm gonna shove into B tier. I'm sorry, but this one is more steampunky acid like, and this one actually kind of looks like a cool like molten blade. I think this was honestly one of my favorite legendaries when it came out. I really like this legendary, and if you think that it's maybe worth S tier, I maybe would agree with you, but for now I think I'm just gonna keep it an A. Well, we're gonna come back to all of these, so don't worry. Next is the Kraken Slayer. I think that's what this one's called. This one's just a pretty basic one. I'm gonna shove this one in B tier, and not necessarily because it's green. I have something against green things, but I think this is just an overall good legendary. Listen, if you got to get S tier, you need to have a really good legendary to be an S tier. But A and B is pretty good. I think B is just an overall nice one. I think it's good for a legendary. I think it should be something you should go for. The Kraken is just really nice. Just personally, in my opinion, I don't like the way it looks with my character because I don't match well with it, but the legendary itself is super nice, so I'm gonna shove it into B tier. All right, now we have the Volcanic Chambers. A lot of people were very disappointed in these. I don't know how I feel about them. The only reason why I like them is because they're like lava and red, and they do look like legendaries. I think I'm gonna shove the Scythe into A, and I'm gonna shove the blades into B because I personally prefer the Scythe compared to the blades. The blades are too small and not as flashy. I think if you have something that's a legendary, it should be flashy, and that's why I kind of have the more flashy ones in A. Because, I mean, you know, it's a legendary, my bad. You know, like, why? All right, the next ones are the Inventors. I think these are from Canals, right? Or no, these ones are from Canals. The Inventors are from Steampunk, right? I think so. I apologize if I got those wrong. Dude, this sword, I don't even care. A tier. This sword is awesome. I would even almost put it to S tier. Dude, it looks so nice. The flames on it, like nice red color on it. This looks like a strong sword. I'm gonna shove the blue one up there as well. I think they're good competitions, you know, polar opposites, the blue and the red. These two are just very good. You know, when they made these legendaries, they were on the right page. They did a good job with those ones. All right, now we got the Phoenix Great Staff. I personally think that this one looks wonky. I don't know if that's just me, but in game, I think that this one kind of looks a little bit more wonky. So I'm going to put it into B, but I still think that it's a nice looking one because of like the whole feather phoenix thing. But I'm going to keep it there. Okay, now we have the Sakura stuff. This is from, yeah, so these ones are from Samurai Palace. All right, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to put the staff in A and the katana at S. If you do not like this sword, I don't know what's wrong with you, man. If you put the one cosmetic on it, which I always do, which is the petals, this is the most, I think this is the most cleanest legendary in the game. It looks so nice. I also just love the way that katanas look. They have a nice little, they have a nice design on the hilt. The blade looks clean. It's like a pinky purple. Ooh, it's so nice. It is such a good legendary. This is totally S tier, and I just think the staff doesn't look as good as the katana. This is honestly probably one of my favorite legendaries in the game, and we'll get to the next one of what my other favorite legendary is. All right, so the next ones are from the Aquatic Temple, the newest ones. Now, I apologize, but I personally think that these are both C tier. I don't know what they did with these legendaries. Maybe this one's B tier, but these legendaries were bad. I understand they fit well with the dungeon, but they're not super flashy. They're not super good looking in my opinion. They just kind of like have fins. Same one we're gonna do with Ghastly Harbor. I'm gonna shove this one also in C tier. I think it looks okay, but I just don't think it's worth it. I don't know. It doesn't look good to me. The Kraken Slayer looks way better than these blades, so I highly suggest going for Kraken Slayer compared to this one in Ghastly Harbor. But obviously it depends on what class you're playing. All right, now the next one is the Soul Stealer. This is from Pirate Island. This is my all-time favorite legendary. This legendary looks so good. And it's so weird how the third dungeon in the game has one of the best legendaries in the game. It's so clean. It's so crisp. It's black. It's like a nice yellow gold. It's super detailed. It's It's super like long. This is a awesome legendary. This is definitely S tier. I mean, this is like S plus tier. So these are my 2 favorite legendaries in the game. They just look the nicest. They look the cleanest. Bro, you look like a pro player when you have these on. They look so good. All right, next is Staff of Gods. We're shoving that in D tier. That one looks bad. The Twisted Wood Oak, also going to shove that one in D tier. The Twisted Sword, I think I'm going to shove into B tier because the purple looks super nice. You know, purple, there's not a lot of purple things in Dungeon Quest. So when there's a new purple thing, it looks all right. And last is the Crystallite's Greatsword. I'm going to put this one in C tier. Now, I would have originally put it in D tier, but it like flashes. It goes invisible. How are you not going to like that? It looks super nice. But yeah, so this is my tier. I think if there's anything that I want to change, now looking at it, I think I'm going to shove these down one. I'm also going to shove the Inventors down as well. And I think that's a good tier list. This is how I see the legendaries in the game. I have the Katana and the Soul Stealer as my favorite ones. I have all the like fire looking ones and obviously the Sakura one in here. In A tier because they just look bomb and boss. B tier are kind of like the mid tier. They're all right. You know, they're good legendaries. They're not the best. They're not the worst. They're just like overall nice. C tier, we're going a little bit lower. These ones are kind of the ones that you don't really care about. And D tier, these ones are just bleh. These ones are garbage. These I don't even focus on. I don't care for these legendaries. But that's it. That's my tier list. Hopefully you guys kind of agree with me. I know there's going to be a lot of people that are probably not going to agree with me, but this is my tier list, and I hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Again, if you guys want to make your own tier list with these legendaries, I will leave a link down in the description where you guys can make your own. I'd love to see yours. Make sure to put it in the, show me in the Discord, something like that, of what your tier list looks like. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you want other tier lists, maybe like a dungeon tier list, something like that, you want more tier list videos, make sure to let me down in the comments, and I definitely will. That was kind of fun to do. But yeah, anyways, don't kill me, and you guys have a good day. Peace out, Girl Scout.